focus on good fuel. So all of our biological chemistry, internal whatevers, everything is just so different. So something that might work for someone might not work for you. Hey everyone, so today I thought I would do another video about all my wellness tips for all of you guys who are starting out. All like maybe you've had a little rut and you want to go back to feeling your best, or maybe you are new to the wellness community and you want to get some tips. I used to literally watch these videos all the time when I was younger, and so hopefully I can give you guys some new tips. I feel like they're all very generic, but maybe when I go deeper into each tip it might help you, I don't know, you might understand and take a few new things away from it. So my first tip is to focus on good fuel. So I think there's wellness is like a mad world out there when you look into it. There's like people telling you that you need to be low carb, high fat, flipping high protein, low protein, track your macros, don't track your macros, eat for gut health. It's so confusing, and for someone who, you know, is starting out, I can imagine that's really overwhelming. I know for myself, I felt really overwhelmed, and I'm like, what is the correct, you know, wellness or health trend, whatever. And I think the most important thing to take from it is like everyone is so different. All of our biological chemistry, internal whatevers, everything is just so different. So something that might work for someone might not work for you, and that is absolutely okay. And it's kind of like trial and error, I suppose. And just, I think people need to take a bit more of a pinch of salt when it comes to hearing what people have to say on the internet. And I think there's a lot of things that like genuinely come from like every single person. Actually no, because everyone contradicts themselves. It's just very confusing. So my best advice is just to get adventurous and see what makes you feel your best. Maybe go a week or two and see how you feel on something, and if it doesn't feel right, then try something new. I think we can all learn like something from everything that we do. It doesn't mean that, I don't think you should ever cut out like treats or yummy things, because everyone deserves to eat something sweet every once in a while. But maybe it is looking at it in a different way, because I don't think you should restrict, but maybe, for instance, having more healthy treats, and having more like, yeah, because for me, when I cut out sugar and was living pretty much a very clean lifestyle, I felt my best. Like my anxiety went, my stomach pains went completely, I wasn't really bloated ever, and then I didn't really give myself that moment of like, you can have some sweet treats, and then as soon as I had the taste for it, I haven't stopped eating. And I think that's where you need to make sure it's a little bit balanced. So find something that works for you and you feel your best on, you feel more energized. Maybe even write a food diary. I don't necessarily think you need to track your calories. If you want to track them, some people love tracking their calories, some people don't. It's literally completely your own decision. So yeah, that'd be my first tip. Find an activity that you enjoy. I don't think that you should just force yourself to go to the gym every single day, 5 days a week or 3 days a week if you hate it. There are so many different sports, so many different activities that you can do that would make you feel so much better. Like if I forced myself to do an activity that I hated, I would be not getting that enjoyment that I would get out of it. I love going to the gym. It makes me feel amazing after going, hence why I continue to go. But some people, I understand, probably don't like going to a gym. Maybe the sweaty, gross vibe is not for you. That's totally fine. Try something else. Maybe try tennis, or try going for running, try long walks, try cycling. There are so many different types of exercise out there. I'm sure you can find a couple that you absolutely love and you want to continue to do, because I think with sport, consistency is key, and consistency is what's going to help us when we get older and make us feel our best. So finding an activity that you enjoy is super, super important. And that for me, and I think I go through phases. Sometimes I'm like, oh my god, I love the gym. Sometimes I'm like, don't you dare even pull me into a gym. I am Pilates queen. Sometimes I'm like, give me long walks, sometimes I'm like, give me long runs, but for the main part, staying active is the most important thing because it gives you, you will reap so many benefits from it. Number 3 is get hydrated. This one I think goes beyond saying. Being hydrated is like so important. I haven't actually drank any water today, so I'm not really preaching what I say. I will be filling up my little water bottle and drinking up my Lagua in after I finish this video. But drink water. It helps with focus, helps with feeling your best, it helps with your skin, it helps with your digestion, it helps with everything. Start slow. Don't have to be drinking 3, 4, 5 litres of water a day. Like, toilet will be your best friend. But, you know, drinking every so often, little sips, you will feel a difference, I promise you. So please drink more water. It's just so good for you, and it's such an easy habit that we can all implement. Next one I haven't actually written down, but I've just thought of it, and it's so important. Sleep. Sleep, like getting your sleep regime right. It might be that you have, like, find a couple of things that you know do relaxes you, and do it every single night. That might be, for me, it might be a calming tea. I love the ones from Pukka. You need magnesium and maybe some lavender oil on your pillow, sleep spray, and then you need like sound. I don't know, I like listening to waves when I go to sleep. I just really think it relaxes me and makes me go into a deep sleep. So maybe you have like 4 things you do every night. Sleep is so important. It affects your appetite, it affects your focus, it affects your, oh my god, there's so many things. I listened to a podcast on Joe Rogan. I can't remember the name of the person, but he wrote a book that's called like Why We Need Sleep or something like that. And it just shows how important sleep is. So yeah, that's a big one. Like, find at least like 4 things that you know make you feel relaxed and do it often. So my next one is throw out your size 6 clothing that you're trying to get into. Literally, let's just stop doing that now. For God's sake. I remember when I like did a whole wardrobe cull and got rid of everything that I was gonna try and get into. Like, it's just such negative energy. If you get into that size, you can go out and, you know, sell your old clothing and go and buy new clothing, but don't have things in your wardrobe that you think you might get into. It's just like, I don't know, some people are really about aesthetics. For me, as long as I feel my best, I don't really care. And I think, like, I always think that if you feel your best, you will, like, your brain will suddenly feel a lot more gratitude towards things, and you'll think more positively, and you're probably less likely to think negative about your body if you're feeling your best. Just a thought. So yeah, get rid of all the clothes you think you're going to get into. It's like such a negative thought trait, and it's probably, yeah, you're not going to feel your best every time you go into a wardrobe. Lastly, I don't know why I put this because it's going to take me ages to say. Carefully curate your tribe. Basically, make sure you're surrounding yourself with the best people possible. I have the best friends, the best family, and the best boyfriend ever. They all support me so much. They are the best little gang. No, I think yeah, I am really lucky to have the friends that I have, and it wouldn't be, I think I'm really careful about who I hang out with because it makes such a big impact on who you are as a person. Like, why would we want to hang around with bad people if they made us feel bad? Like, it will just, because you are who you kind of hang around with, so just making sure that you are, maybe have a little check-in with yourself. Are you becoming the person you want to be? Could your friends possibly like make you, there are some things though, like working out for me, I don't know many people around me that like absolutely love it so much as I do, but that's because it's like a personal thing and like wellness. But then I have friends that like wellness. Anyways, my biggest tip would be just to carefully create your tribe that make you, all of the people are your biggest cheerleaders and make you feel your best. That kind of concludes everything. The only other thing I would say is to be grateful and writing gratitude lists, because it does kind of like change the way you think. I love the 5 Minute Journal app. saying that I haven't used it in a while. I should have put it in my last week's favourites video, but it's really good, and it just kind of makes you feel like you finished the day on a good note, and you think about all the things that went well, all the wins, and all of the, yeah, like appreciate things a bit better, and also being grateful, you attract good things in your life. So, and it just makes you feel good. I think it's something that's so underrated, but yet such a good habit to start or to continue to do. I think we all should be reminded to be more grateful, because life's awesome if you look at it in that way. So I'm going to leave it on that lovely note, and I hope you guys all have a lovely week, and I'll see you next week for another video. Bye!